In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to round time to the nearest minute in Excel. First, open Microsoft Excel and make sure your worksheet contains time values you want to work with. Before using any formulas, it helps to understand how Excel handles time behind the scenes. Excel stores time as fractions of a full day, which is why time can be rounded with standard functions like MROUND, round, floor, and ceiling. Once you understand that, these formulas become much easier to use and adapt. If your time value is in cell A2, the most direct way to round it to the nearest minute is to enter this formula, equals MROUND, open parenthesis, A2, comma, time, open parenthesis, 0, 1, 0, close parenthesis. This rounds the time in A2 to the nearest 1-minute interval. For example, if the original time is 9:15:34 a.m., Excel rounds it to 9:16 a.m. If the original time is 2:45:20 p.m., it rounds to 2:45 p.m. This is the best choice when you want standard rounding behavior. If instead you always want to round down to the previous minute, use equals floor, open parenthesis, A2, comma, time, open parenthesis, 0, 1, 0, close parenthesis. This forces Excel to move backward to the last full minute. For example, 10:05:59 becomes 10:05. This is useful for logs, timesheets, or reports where partial minutes should not count upward. If you want the opposite behavior and need to round up to the next minute, use equals ceiling, open parenthesis, A2, comma, time, open parenthesis, 0, 1, 0, close parenthesis. With this formula, 10:05:01 becomes 10:06. This is helpful when any extra seconds should push the time into the next minute. You can also round to larger time intervals. To round to the nearest 5 minutes, use equals MROUND, open parenthesis, A2, comma, time, open parenthesis, 0, 5, 0, close parenthesis. So 9:13 a.m. becomes 9:15 a.m. and 9:17 a.m. also becomes 9:15 a.m. To round to the nearest 15 minutes, use equals MROUND, open parenthesis, A2, comma, time, open parenthesis, 0, 15, 0, close parenthesis. Finally, if you want to remove seconds while rounding to the nearest minute using a calculation-based approach, use equals round, open parenthesis, A2 times 1440, 0, close parenthesis, divided by 1440. Since there are 1,440 minutes in a day, this formula rounds the time correctly. That's how to round time to the nearest minute in Excel using several simple methods.